So here's an interesting one. Yesterday, I got asked by a mate, do I think the gladiators of the TV show are natural? And if so, who's natural and who's not? What's going on YouTube? It's Jason and welcome to day 16. I just thought about something this morning. 16 days worth of content is how much I would normally put out in 2 months. The fact I've done it in over 2.5 weeks is mental. It's Monday, so it's weigh-in day. I'm gonna do that in a bit. Side note, I have been slacking on my book. I said I was gonna read every single day. Last week, I probably only read 2 or 3 times. I always say, if you start slacking in one area, no matter how small, you'll start slacking in the rest. We have to stamp out complacency wherever we see it. And so today and tomorrow have to be big reading days. So Monday morning weigh-in is 85 on the nose, so 0.4 up from last week, but if you look at the trend, it was 84.9, 84.6 and 85. You need to leave room for water weight fluctuations, but generally we're trending in the right directions, so I won't change anything just yet. Let's do a quick flex to see where we're at condition wise. So still hanging in there this deep into the bulk. I can't complain. Let's check out my waist measurement. So 31.25, we are edging closer to that 31.5, the point at which I said I would stop my bulk. Let's push on and see how we go. For those of you who are new to the vlog, I'm having natural yogurt, granola and maple syrup. I do eat the same things every single day, almost. I don't get bored. And that's partly because what I did when I was designing a sustainable diet was I figured out how many calories I'd need first, how many macros I'd need, and then I picked my favorite foods to go within that. And so there isn't really a boredom because my favorite foods are what I eat every single day. The amount of times I would go out and eat and someone would offer me something like venison, for example, and I'd say, no, I'm all right, thanks. And they'll be like, oh, I thought you love venison because it's healthy. I don't just eat something because it's healthy. I eat it because it's healthy, it fits within my daily macros and calories, and I enjoy it. And so you can do the same with yours when it comes to designing a sustainable diet. I'm gonna do 4 short bursts of reading over the course of the day, and I'll let you know how many pages I get done. Here's a question. Is an open tin of baked beans okay to be eaten 6 days after being in the fridge if it's well within its expiration date? All the online forums say no. I'm a little bit peckish after reading 10 pages of my book, so I'm gonna try it out and let you know how my gut gets on. Then I'm gonna head to the gym. I'll have some sourdough as well. Can't have it on its own. We bulking. On my way to the gym now to train upper body. I'm inquiring about my next DEXA scan. I'm due to get one done hopefully in the next couple of weeks, depending on availability. I want to see how much muscle I've gained so far on my bulk. I've been bulking now probably coming up to about 5 months, solidly in a caloric surplus. Granted, my sleep hasn't been that good, but I still want to see, can I still gain muscle? Am I approaching my genetic limit? And so this DEXA scan should help me answer that question. I've definitely gained body fat. There's no doubt about that. I want to call it early. I reckon I've gained like somewhere between 3 and 4% body fat. I can feel it on my clothes. I can see it in the mirror. It doesn't help the fact that it's getting sunnier. When the sun's out and it's getting warmer, I feel like the desire to shred gets so much stronger. Warm up on cable flies. I always say Monday for me is the most important day of the week when it comes to training. And I say there's a rule number 1, do not skip Mondays if you're looking to be consistent. If for whatever reason life gets in the way and you are forced to skip Mondays, never ever skip Tuesdays. It's so easy for the week to run away from you. When you miss a Monday or Tuesday session, all of a sudden you get to Thursday, Friday, and you're trying to cram all your sessions into the weekend. For most people, they're gonna end up skipping sessions, it's not gonna work. Side note, my muscles are still sore from my monster session on Saturday. Back in the day, before I was knowledgeable, I would have skipped today's session and said, I'm too sore to train, but science shows you can train on sore muscles as long as they are recovered sufficiently. If you've waited 48 hours, even 24 in some examples, as long as the muscles haven't been fully exhausted and overloaded, in terms of volume, there's always room to push. Weight to dips. Shoot for 8 to 10. So I just checked my training log. Last week I got the first set on 11 and the second set on 9. And so this set number 2, I need to be getting at least 10 reps if I'm looking to progress. Whoosh. 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 Two sets, 11 reps each set. Feeling good today, man. Feeling good. Side laterals. Next to the menu we have wide grip pushdowns. Again, control on the way up. Engage the lats. Weighted crunches. Post-workout meal, no protein shake involved, is jollof rice, cucumber, spinach, tomatoes, and chicken breast, and of course, shitter. Bosh, done. Absolutely hit the spot. Delightful meal. So here's an interesting one. Yesterday, I got asked by a mate, do I think the gladiators off the TV show are natural? And if so, who's natural and who's not? Now, this isn't normally my gig, but my answer was quite interesting, so I thought I'd share it with you at the end of this video. Please bear in mind that I'm not a physician or a doctor. I don't know 100%. But that being said, I've been a coach for the last 10 years. I've been around bodybuilders who have been taken for almost 2 decades. So I've got a pretty good eye for it. So it's been a good day. I've trained well and I've read through 30 pages of my book. Now on to the final part, the Gladiator, Natty or not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the people that I definitely think are natural. I'm going to go on to the people that I think are categorically not natural, and then go on to the people that I feel warrant further discussion. So let's start with the people that I think are definitely natural, people that I would put my house on. So who do I think is definitely natural? I would say number 1, Kwang Luong Viper. He's a fitness model. He's been training for a while. His physique, I would say, was attainable naturally. Number 2, Toby Alubi. He's a sprinter. He plays Phantom. I would say his physique is pretty normal for a sprinter. Nothing out of the ordinary. Again, I would say this was attainable naturally. Moving on to people who I definitely think are not natural. Jamie Johal, the Giant. I don't even think he claims natural. I'm not his doctor. I can't say 100%. But if I were to be a betting man, I would put my house on the fact that Jamie is not natural. The other 4 definitely warrant discussion. Zach George, who plays Steel. He's a CrossFit athlete. Initially, you look at him and think he's not super shredded. Looking at his physique and the development in the traps and the arms, I wouldn't be surprised if he was unnatural. I'm not saying he's definitely unnatural, but on the balance, I'd probably say he wasn't natural. Matty Campbell, who plays Bionic, again, not ridiculously huge, not ridiculously shredded, but for the age he's at and the amount of time he's been training, I would definitely say that there's been some exotic substances in there that have contributed to his size. If you were to ask me again, do I know for sure? You can never know for sure. Would I put my house on him being natural? Absolutely not. I would not lose my house. I would say on the balance, he's probably not natural. Harry Akins-Ariti, who plays Nitro, is a GB sprinter. Many people would say this is justification for the fact that he is natural because of the testing they have to go through. I've been following Harry for a while. My mate's a sprinter. 10 years ago, I would have said he is definitely unnatural. Knowing what I know now, has my position changed? Respectfully, probably not. Just because someone is testing doesn't mean they can't get around it. There have been so many Olympians who have managed to beat testing for years until they were finally caught. I'm not saying he's currently taking something, but in his journey, has he dabbled with some exotic substances? Probably yes. Would I put my house on the fact he's natural? Absolutely not. Final one is legend, Matt Does Fitness. Again, I've been following Matt's journey for a while. I would have said before that Matt isn't natural. Yes, he's got an athletic background. Yes, he's been training for a while, but monitoring his changes and his gain in size and how he tends to stay lean most of the year, I would have previously said he was unnatural and that 99.9% of people would not be able to get his physique naturally. But Matt has been under some stringent testing by WADA, who are the World Anti-Doping Association, and he passed all of those tests, including a lie detector test. And so it would be unfair for me to sit here and say he's unnatural. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he has passed those tests, but I will throw this in. If you meet two other people at Matt Does Fitness, there is a very, very, very high probability that they are not natural. I'm not saying he's unnatural because he's passed the tests, but the vast majority of people that look like Matt with his training experience and diet, you've seen his calorie challenges, would probably not be natural. So yeah, that's my opinion. Again, I'm not their doctor. I can't know 100%. I'm just going by what I know and my background. Hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Don't forget to like it if you did. Comment below, let me know whether you agree or disagree with my natty or not statuses. Please subscribe to follow me on this journey, and I'll see you again tomorrow.